eruption. This is not your content.
When you want to get off the darkest ground,
Yes.
the gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too.
The pug.
When you want to
Your
get
little
off
pug.
the darkest ground, the gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground,
Haven't had a chance to update that
gravity
yet.
pulls you straight down. Clear
They're back.
Alrighty, well, howdy, y'all, and welcome back to another movie night. We are here and we are alive, and I think we're good to go. At least I hope so.
Yeah.
We have a slightly smaller panel with us. I know that we have at least one more trying to get in on the panel here if his connection wants to work. So we'll see how that goes. There we go. I think we're good.
Zero.
So let's get started with our introductions. We'll start with Mom NATO tonight.
Hi guys, welcome to movie night on Saturday.
Yeah, it's a little bit of an off night, but I do apologize. Last night I was not functional. It would have been quite a movie night.
Oh yeah.
It just would have been the intro running over and over and over again.
Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
indeed. Well, that would have
tired,
had
huh?
more science content than the creation
That's
of
true.
other videos.
Can people hear me?
Yes, we
Yes,
can hear
we
you,
can hear you.
Sparrow.
No, just double checking. I know this is a shitty headset.
No, you're good.
Oh, you're
Well, this
fine.
is the shitty program for it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh, one-winged sparrow, you made it. I thought you'd be at the birthday party.
I was, and now I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I literally got home like 5 minutes ago.
Oh well, welcome.
Well,
welcome.
we also have with us this evening One Wing Sparrow. Hello.
Hey, you. Hi.
Hi.
I promise I'm more sober this time than I was last time.
Oh well, that's good.
For now.
Oh, that's not necessarily helpful. The drunker you are,
I
the
said
more
for now.
you're not injured by the videos.
I said for now.
Okay.
Yes. Don't forget, clam juice is a thing.
Well, we're glad you're here with us tonight, Sparrow. And we also have RJ.
Yep, I'm in the world of Spokane getting hotter again into the 90s.
Uh-oh.
So, and all the wonderful smoke from the fires
Ugh.
that have been coming around, that have been giving us air quality problems. And we shared some of it with New York City.
Wow.
Oh.
Isn't that exciting?
We did.
Mm.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Everybody gets to see what smoke looks like.
Hmm.
Yeah, I noticed the moon has been redder than normal lately.
That happened
Yeah, I
after
don't see
the
that here.
Krakatoa eruption in 1888 and anything like that. But this is man-caused.
Oh,
Now
shocker.
see,
It's full moon tonight, too.
we're lucky enough down in Florida, we're not seeing that. But then again, yesterday, we had 7.1 inches of rain in 1 hour
Oof. That's quite
because
a bit.
of the storm that was rolling through that was taking its time. It's like, dink, dink, dink.
China getting flash flooding, Arizona getting flash flooding, welcome to the
We had-
21st century.
Yeah, we had rain all day.
Yeah.
There was not a single break until like 8 o'clock at night. I actually had to shut my computer down because it we had a power flicker, and it caused the computer to, because the computer was asleep, it caused the computer to actually shut itself off, but it was still saying the computer was on.
Right.
So I had to actually flip the power switch in the back and then turn it back on in order to get it to work again. I hate when that happens.
Well, last but not least, we have Chris Kelling here with us tonight.
Hey, good evening. Glad to be here. And just wanted to give you a shot of my furry companion here who's very interested in my consumption of popcorn. And there I give her some food.
You has a puppy
That's
with
Abby.
you.
Yeah, well, it's
Yeah.
movie night, of course. It has to have the
So I
popcorn.
have my puppies around here somewhere.
But
I
anyways,
I have a stupid question. I'm sorry.
Yes.
How
is
do
the
I
place.
hand?
Okay. If
Good
you
question.
go down to reactions at
Reaction.
the bottom of the screen and click on it
Yeah,
once,
okay,
you
got it.
see-
Yep, thank you.
Yep, and if you put it down, you just hit it again. But
Okay.
it never works for me. Or if you're having problems with that, you can go into participants, and at the bottom of the participants, you'll see invite, mute me, and raise hand.
Yeah. And the button that says destroy the world. Don't hit that one.
Oh,
Yeah,
please
really.
hit that one.
Yeah.
Do us all the favor.
I'm tempted to actually hit that one.
I mean, can
Is
it
it
really
like,
get any worse?
the actual good
True.
Doctor Who, whenever I see big red button, I want to push it.
Yes.
So Morton Nielsen said in the live chat before, he says, "What? I made it on time? Is the world ending or something?" And then he says,
Yeah, well, there you go.
then he says, "Wait a minute, I didn't make it on time. I'm 24 hours late. Well, thanks for waiting for me."
Yeah.
Yes, that's
You're
exactly
welcome,
what
Morton.
it was.
Remember, wherever you are, that's what time it is.
Exactly. And movie night is never late. It's always on time.
It's fashionably delayed.
On
Yeah.
time.
Let's see if I can actually pull up the chat since we don't have like 4 people in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Well, I'm going to
These
pull
are
up our
good.
wheel
Way
for
to
the
run a
night.
railroad.
So here,
Tyrant.
here's our lovely wheel. We have
Didn't we
Germany.
do the pterodactyl one last time, or is this a
No,
new
we
one?
did Pterosaur last time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we have Germany. We have Tyrant. They don't go hand in hand. Free
Darn.
Not
Energy,
usually.
Pterodactyl, and Clowns.
But I'm scared of clowns.
Yeah, I don't like clowns either, really, to be honest. But this is a different kind of clown.
Oh, come on. What's wrong with clowns?
They're scary.
Did you say
Um,
free energy or furry energy?
Free.
Because I got
free.
furry energy here.
Yeah, I've got way too much furry energy over here. I got the dog acting like a nut today. It's been so hot that he hasn't been able to go out and like run. You know, he goes out and he'll run around, but like I usually try to run him and stuff to get him, you know, all his energy out. But it's just been so
Right.
hot.
Yeah, because you're in Tennessee, right?
Yeah. Today it was.
You're only like 16 hours from me.
Yeah, the feels like temperature today was like 99, so I'm like, yay.
Our actual temperature was 93 with a feel of 105. Plus,
Yeah,
it
it's
was
disgusting.
80% humidity.
Yeah, it's been gross.
It's the
so-
humidity that gets you.
Yeah. So I've been trying to keep him active. He's been, you know, trying to play with him in the house as much as possible, and then when we go out, try to run him until he gets that, you know,
And
look
on
like.
grass and stuff because
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know,
Oh
with
yeah.
little
Oh
feet.
no, we only do grass because the poor little paws.
Yep.
Even though they're not little paws, but so yeah.
Oh, yes.
It's been rough. So we have a lot of extra energy in here today.
Our 85-pound Labrador German Shepherd mix goes outside and he lays down on the concrete on the sun porch and likes to be out there because it's warmer than the house
Yeah.
because the house floors are cold stone.
Right.
So, but then he gets too hot and he has to come in and lays down on the floors and he pants and he pants and he pants and then finally he stops panting and then he wants back out.
Of course.
Of course. All right, I guess we need to get going, don't
Well, yeah, give me 1 second. I'm bringing up the folder with the videos so I can get the names for y'all so we can have a little bit better preparedness. All right, we have Clowns in Space, and that's from DITRH, however you want to pronounce that.
What?
DRTH.
DITRH.
Dirt.
I thought that, but it would be RTH, and he on his channel he spells it TRH.
Yeah, generally, people always pronounce it Dearth.
Dearth, yeah.
At least the ones who want to trigger him.
Is it fair if I pronounce it derp?
That's fine too.
No. Yes, sir.
We also have Flat
No, it
Earth.
could be Gaelic.
We have Flat Earth. Did Germany win with global propaganda? And that's from Phuket Word.
Boy, that seems to be a pile up of stuff.
Yeah. We also have.
I'm surprised YouTube hasn't taken that video down. But
Yeah, well, hey, they also left up the original video of that medical one that we got flagged for. They took our stream of it down, but left the original up.
Medical
so,
one.
you know, there was the one about a COVID denier.
Okay. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, I don't believe you were there for that one, but yeah.
I was probably sleeping.
Well, we also have free energy generator with 100 kilogram flywheel, 12 kilowatt alternator, 100% real free electricity. And that one is too long, so let me see who that's by. Hold on one second. That's from Electric Multiworks.
Okay, it's free until you consider the cost of actually running the generator and the flywheel.
Yeah,
you still have to pay for the gas.
These free energy things are never free energy.
Right.
I think there's some thermodynamic rule why that can't work.
Yeah.
Right, and that's like even solar energy isn't free.
Well, we also
unless you make enough of it to pay your electric bill.
We have Leave the Property or You're Gonna Get It. Tyrant found San Antonio, and that's from a channel called News Now Patrick.
Is that a sovereign citizen video?
Probably.
No, it's a First Amendment.
Well,
either way, it's
similar.
similar.
They share a lot of similarities.
Oh God, do they ever!
Last but not least, we have planned to attract and capture a live pterodactyl dinosaur in Mexico, and that's from a creator known as John Pendleton.
Yeah, Pendleton.
I love the idea of it being a pterodactyl dinosaur as opposed to like a pterodactyl mammal.
That? Because my landlord's was actually named John Pendleton.
Yeah, that figures.
Also, I already want to call it drink because it would be a pteranodon, not a pterodactyl.
Yes. Last week we had Pterosaurus. I was like, that's not how that works, but okay.
Yeah.
You know how to make a pterosaur. You just make them exercise too hard.
Oh my goodness! I knew a bad joke was coming. I just,
I hate you so much, RJ.
No pun too cheap. No joke too pathetic for me.
Yeah.
You only hate him because you didn't.
That's along the lines of Do You Think You Saw It?
Yeah.
Do you think you saw Rex?
No, that's the dog.
That's fair.
Oh my goodness. Anyway,
isn't Dinkysaurus the smallest of the dinosaurs?
No, it's a T-Rex. Do You Think You Saw It?
I think we should spin the wheel.
Okay.
Wheel of Misfortune.
Can I do the thing? I want to do the thing. Oh, okay, fine.
Go ahead, fine.
Go ahead, Sparrow.
Wheel of Stupidity. Turn, turn, turn. Tell us a jackass that we should burn.
Wait, you missed the spin it.
Oh, spin it. My bad. Spin it.
There we go. Have to have the spin it.
Come on, Tyrant. Come on, Tyrant. Tyrant.
Hey, it's a pterodactyl.
The pterosaurs.
Oh dear. All right, give me 1 second here. You can chat amongst yourselves while I pull up that lovely video.
I'm gonna want to know whether or not there's going to be any discussion of Ramphorhynchids.
I don't know what he's gonna go into. You have to remember I don't preview any of these before movie night.
Well, that's how you maintain sanity.
Yes. That's the only way I continue to run movie night.
Hello, my name.
It would be even more depressing if we had to see them twice.
Yeah, forget that.
whoa. I mean, I tell you, there are just some standards you just don't want to go to.
All right. There's our lovely video.
John
by the way,
Pendleton from Mexico.
before we start,
Uh-huh.
I would like to plug something for Schrodinger's cat.
Okay.
He's doing this beta testing for YouTube for a new feature called Thanks, which is kind of like a super chat, only it's you don't actually get to leave text, but it allows you to give him some money on non-live streams.
Kind of like a super sticker, but outside of live streams.
Right.
Huh.
And so let's see here. I will put put the link for his channel into chat here.
Sounds good.
I have a companion.
You do?
Look
So-
at it.
Aw.
After
It's a
movie
rainbow
night,
gecko.
tomorrow,
A
whatever,
chameleon. Look at
go over to his channel. It's on any one of his videos, even his older ones, and use that feature. Send him a little love there.
Awesome.
Look at his little feet. Aren't
Will
they
do,
cute?
thank you. Very cute.
Adorable feet.
All right. Well, let's see. I got our video up here. Are we ready to get started?
Yeah, get that science in.
Oh yeah. I'm sure that's going to be the first thing we see is all the science.
Yeah, no, I was unpacking one of
Science.
my boxes of stuff that we had from moving
Right.
that was still unpacked, and I found him. He used to sit on top of my TV,
Wait.
but now my TV's too small for him to sit there.
Morton, I'm confused and concerned. You said, did you know that John Pendleton has a male secretary and cleaning lady? Don't know the cleaning lady's gender, though. He isn't very clear on that. But it's a cleaning
Oh.
lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's a
that-
cleaning lady, isn't it a
cleaning
lady?
person, cleaning bot.
I'm confused.
You would think,
Yes.
but
Not necessarily.
In today's world,
That's true.
maybe they identify as a maid.
Yeah.
If
Oh
you
my
we
gosh,
ought
it's a
to have
picture
the
of
maid.
Sparrow.
hey, don't point it out.
Well, then don't say anything.
Yeah, really.
I didn't.
Don't say. Sure you did.
All right. Well, let's get started and
Yeah,
see
let's
what
find
Mr.
out about
John
this
Pendleton
sciencey
has
part.
to say. All right, here we go, guys.
Well, he's got a lab coat on, so he's
I mean,
gotta
yeah.
be somebody.
So did JM, but
My name is John
Ridiculous.
Pendleton, and I'm speaking to you from Zacatecas, Mexico, center of Mexico. And today I'm going to tell you of my project to attract and capture a real living pterodactyl dinosaur. Let me explain.
Yeah.
I'm originally from Wisconsin.
I already called my preemptive drink on that one.
Yeah, only one problem with the plan, dude. Pterodactyls don't exist anymore. They're extinct. So, maybe you should go into a nice little padded room and then play out your fantasies about capturing dinosaurs in the padded room. I'm sure they'll give you plenty of toys to play with.
yeah.
So he's first going to need to establish that there are, in fact, pterosaurs to capture.
Not pterosaurs, pterodactyls.
Pterodactyls. Yeah,
Well,
this is
they're in this,
pterodactyl.
I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt, anywhere from Ramphorhynchids all the way across to the later pterosaurs. I'll give him a wide
The
berth.
pteranodons.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to if he thinks a pterodactyl is a single thing. So
Yeah.
Yeah. And he thinks they're a
Oh.
dinosaur.
I mean, in war games, they had a pterodactyl.
Yeah.
Yes, but it was a remote controlled.
And it was real. I saw it flying down the screen. It had to be real.
Mhm.
Well, we
That's
have
like the Tyrannosaur we saw the other day that was a toy,
yeah.
a kid's toy.
And you got to watch out when people start fingering the pterodactyls.
Anyway,
Yeah,
moving on.
They might just bite your fingers off. If you do
We
that too
have
often.
a couple of chats, a couple of messages in the live chat here. I'll address real quick. We had Cernian who says this guy is bat crap crazy. but his shirt says that he's a chemist, his name tag, that he clearly didn't print himself. That's an official name tag. So he can't be bat crap crazy. Then we also have Dinobotful in the live chat. So hello, Dinobotful, who says hi, everyone. And we also have Chris Durham. Hello, Chris Durham. Good to see you as well. We also had, there it is, Mort Nielsen, who says he is a chemist, auto mechanic, midwife, idiot, young Earth creationist. So there must be science. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a feeling not. But last but not least,
midwife. He can't be a midwife.
Well, he's gotta be a mid-husband, right?
Last but not least, we have Zmorph in the chat. Hello, Zmorph, who says, hey, Logic is doing a series for this. Logic, get in here if you want. Yeah, I don't know that Logic is going to grace us with his presence, but, you know, it's a good thought.
That's okay. I have watched his videos on this subject. I am good. I will be his surrogate.
We also have Sparrow with the hand
counting
up.
on you, Wing.
Yeah, damn it, I forgot what I was going to say.
Okay, we won't count on you, Wing.
That's par for the course.
Yeah.
That's what happens around here. All right.
If I remember, I'll let you know.
All right, that sounds good. In the meantime, should we get back to our lovely
Yeah,
video?
well, I want to see this
I
science.
have a question, Morton. What is a midwife husband?
It's just a mid-husband? A mid-guy? Is that like mid-guard?
Midwife delivers babies.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that just be a paramour?
So, what does a midwife husband do? Do they
I
deliver husbands to people?
I think he considers
Sorry,
himself
stay
a
the fuck away from me.
mid-husband.
He's the one that hands out the cigars.
If he can
Yeah.
capture a
Oh, wait.
pterodactyl, he could do that.
I remember what it was. If this guy's a chemist, why should I take his word for literally anything about biology at all?
Right.
He could be a chemist in the British sense that he runs a pharmacy.
But come on, he's got those cool glasses holders. I mean, that's
Yeah,
got to
he's got-
count for something.
And he's got a lab coat and a
Yeah.
weird smug smile on his face.
A
which-
super official
okay.
name tag.
Right, and he's got a plant with an adobe wall behind him. Or a what is the word? Speckled wall? Whatever.
Yeah, I can't think of what
By
you
the
call
way,
it.
when was the date of
Oh, he
this
changed his plan.
extraordinary video?
That's
You
a great
know?
question.
Because it doesn't exactly look in like high definition precision.
No,
there,
no, it
so-
doesn't. I think this one only allowed me to download it up to 720p.
Oh, okay. So
Okay, well, I
theoretically, there's a world in which we can see him even clearer than we have now. So in that case, you have done us a giant favor.
Yeah,
Yes, I guess we should be moving on then.
we probably should. Oh yeah, there's logic
It's too
videos.
long on this one.
No more delaying.
Esposo de media.
Let me see.
Medio?
There.
Mediocre.
This video was actually only from 7 months ago. This was December 9th of 2020.
Oh, recent poorly videoed crap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Even better. All right. Well, anyway, let us move on then.
Johnson. I've been a missionary here in central Mexico since 1984 with my wife and family. In 1991, I began developing a creation science talk. I gave my first one in 1994 to some 200 people in a church in Guadalajara. By the year 2000, I had 7 half-hour conferences, including one on dinosaurs. A Canadian friend of mine called me and asked me if there were pterodactyl sightings in Mexico. I said no, but I would check with my Huichol friend, Christian friend. The Huichol people
Drake.
is a...
Yes, Sparrow.
At what point would anybody in their right mind call somebody up and just, the first thing they ask is, are there pterodactyl sightings in Mexico?
Right.
In what world is he living where that happened?
I feel like
You
that's
know,
a super
it's a
legit
natural
question.
conversation starter.
Right.
Right. And let's not forget that his glasses, I don't think they're real glasses, because anybody who wears glasses on a regular basis doesn't grab them in such a way that their fingers smudge the lenses.
Yeah.
So I think he's wearing those to create a false sense of intellectualism, to highlight that he has brain.
Or that he uses the glasses no better than his brain and therefore doesn't care if they're smudged.
This is
Yeah.
true, because being
Just
someone who wears
consider it as a
glasses,
possibility.
yeah, I wear glasses 24/7, and I know if I'm going to push them up, I'll do it from the nose piece, or I'll grab the sides of the earpieces and push them up.
Because we're pesky people. We like to see through our glasses.
Yes, we like to be able to see. I see
Yeah.
this far in front of my face without my glasses, so, smudge glasses is bad.
But if you have dirty glasses a lot, that could account for some of the pterodactyl sightings he's had.
That's true.
This is true.
Who knows what it has, like that little
Glasses?
smudge over there? Hey, that's a dinosaur!
Oh, dear.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Well, I think we should probably get back to our lovely
Get
video.
to that science.
Yes,
Yeah.
at least I can hear it, even if I can't see it at this point.
I don't think
Well,
you're going to need to see it.
Well, I gotta clean my glasses. So.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Indigenous, natural, native Mexican. Well, Adolfo came to my house the next day, and
Okay,
I
Dre.
immediately went.
Natural, native, Mexican people. Okay, that would not be a Mexican then. It would be they would be Incan, or they would, what's the
Be
other
Aztec
one?
or Mayan or
Aztec
something.
or Mayan.
I get his point.
Yeah.
Right, but the point is they weren't called Native Mexicans. They would have been called Native Americans, Native Indians, because
Well, no,
Or they
actually,
would
that
be
might be a
called-
term if you're in Mexico where they would say that. But
guess,
I'm not worried
but-
about it. There are people there of the native
Indigenous
people
people.
ancestry, and he's going to go to them as their go-to, as though they
Uh-huh.
naturally would know whether or not there were pterodactyl sightings.
So,
Yeah.
but we don't
Okay.
have any Moorish in there, right? Any Moors?
No, no
And
more.
we don't have any Moors anymore.
No mores.
The Moorish
Anyway, let us continue
people. No
on.
more, no more.
See what else he's got to say.
To my computer and lifted off some 12 drawings of pterodactyls, printed them out on a sheet of paper on both sides. I went with Adolfo and I said, "Have you ever seen any of these?" He looked down the first page of 6, no, turned it
And it
over, and
drank.
pointed to the second.
Yes, Sparrow?
Huh.
Is pterodactyl a single thing or not? Because now he's got 12 drawings of pterodactyls, and they are apparently all different.
Right. That would be
Right.
a pteranodon there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pteranodon, yes.
She's your kind of
We have a
mid-range
super
pterosaur.
chat.
Do we need to
Yeah.
have a crash course in pterosaur phylogeny here for the audience? I don't know.
If you want one, I can give one.
Yeah, and I too. You see, when you're starting out, we're talking about the Triassic period. Very early, around the time that the early dinosaurs are arriving. The very earliest pterosaurs are known, and they're very small, about the size of a crow. They wouldn't have that longish neck. They're much stubbier. They're much smaller, and then over time they diversify. And way down the road in the Jurassic and Cretaceous, you start seeing these larger pterosaur forms, partly because of the competition of birds, and that goes especially in the Cretaceous period. So then you get these extremely large glider type critters that we see later on.
Well,
And I will have other drink calls later based on this, but like I said, I have seen this video before,
yeah.
so I'm not going to jump ahead yet.
Yeah, by the way, they're called pterodactyls because it's the terrible finger that the wing structure is basically one of their fingers, and I can't remember whether it's like the middle one, that extends outwards.
I believe it's the index finger, technically.
Yeah, that forms the frame for that membrane. Whereas bats have the membrane formed from all of the fingers, and of course birds are just feathered dinosaurs with using their front limbs. So different dynamic. By the way, the pterosaurs were the first vertebrates to fly, so they had the place all to themselves for a while. Isn't that exciting?
Yeah. We have a super chat.
Yes, I'll get
Actually,
that. Go ahead, Sparrow.
get to super chat first. I was going to just ask RJ a question real fast.
No worries. Yeah, we have Morton Nielsen. He did a super chat for 45 donkey dong dollars. Yeah, that works. I like that one better.
that was going an interesting place.
It was supposed to
45
be
dicks.
Donkey Kong, but you know, donkey dong dollars works as well.
Oh my.
Makes for a more interesting and profitable video game.
That's true. He said, I just figured out why he sees pterodactyls all over the place. He is a chemist, after all. Yeah, I'm not entirely
and he
sure
that
that...
samples his wares. Now, what's your question, Wing?
I was just wondering, do we know if the pterodactyl, like the actual pterodactyls, had bare wings or did they have feathers?
Oh, no, they actually had slightly fuzzy wings. There have been some really spectacular fossils that have been found in the last 20 years or so that show they had kind of like a fuzzy membrane, so they weren't like a bat wing per se. And it's not quite hairy, but definitely not feathers. Feathers are from a completely different evolutionary line that was only occurring in that one little group of dinosaurs that are way off to the siding compared to where pterosaurs are coming from more over in before even the rise, at the early group of the rise of archosaurs and crocodiles and that crowd in there. So
thank you. I've been kind of out of the loop since the whole R Triceratops, just Pteranodon debate thing, which was like 10 years ago, I think. So I was curious.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff is fairly recent, and some of it was initially coming up in Russia, where the stuff was in the Russian language, and then it only finally got translated. And then they found additional elements. But in the biz, they would call them very tiny integuments that are found in the membranes of pterosaurs.
Right.
Well, let's let me head over to
Sorry for that science interruption.
Let me head over to Chris Kelling real quick. Chris has his hand up.
Okay, well, I just, not to put a fine point on it, but I've seen better artwork from Total Television.
Yeah, but if you were going for cereal box mode, this is not bad.
That's true.
Okay.
True.
Well, there's a reason why I brought up Total Television, but I don't know if anybody knows the connection.
Yeah, Dino Doubtful says Pteranodon didn't have teeth.
Actually, this is some did and some didn't.
Right.
I don't know about I mean, this is largely a fictional critter in that. I don't think the pteranodons had teeth, but a lot, particularly the rhamphorhynchids and some of the later big pterosaurs had kind of like almost like baleen combs and stuff. Some of the ones that were fish eaters and krill eaters, and so there's a huge diversity. They were around for like a couple 100 million years. They had a long run.
Yeah. Well, the connection I was kind of making was that Total Television had all the animation for Underdog and Tuxedo, and
well, maybe this is the superhero Pteranodon.
Like yeah,
Super Pteranodon who will go and fight evil synapsids. I'm sorry.
Or maybe he got infected by the FEV virus, and this is the one from Fallout. Sorry, Chris.
I'm sorry, Chris. I apologize. I interrupted.
I mean, Total Television did all the sent their animation down to Mexico, and that's why it was.
That could be where this little parasite got his stuff from. Okay.
Probably from the Captain Caveman show.
It was I guess, kind of a long way to go on that.
Now, I'm going to want to know whether any of the people down there, or whether he's going to go to have a mission over to Japan to see if they could find sightings of Rodan.
We should probably move on.
I think I saw a documentary on that one.
All right. Well, let us move on then and continue our lovely video here, shall we?
One.
Oh, if we must.
This image here that I'm putting up. And I said, well, when did you see those? He said, when I was 14 years old. I said, well, what happened? He said, well, they were attacking our people and our animals and things. And finally, the leaders of our community said, that's it, that's enough. And so they went up to the caves nearby our community and built fires in the mouth of the caves. The smoke went in, the animals came out, they killed them all, big and small. And then what I said? Well, he said, since then I haven't seen him. He was 40 years old when I made this interview with him.
I like
In
the way you said made.
2007, I loaned his book.
Yes, Sparrow.
Here I am playing the logic analog. If you had an entire village of people who saw these things and killed literally dozens of them,
in recent times,
in the last 20, 30 years or so, like in my lifetime, where are the skeletons?
and where were the like news people covering this? You know,
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody
Right.
called in and say, "Hey, animal control, we've got this terrible infestation of pterosaurs up in the caves. Before we
Yeah.
set fire to them, you know, is there anything
exactly.
you might want?"
And there's
And
a whole other tangent about like when you smoke something out of caves, you need to know that there's no exit.
There are paleontologists in Mexico who would probably sell their grandmother to have a live specimen of a pterosaur, and so they would have descended on that cave with enormous enthusiasm. And so I'm smelling a certain implausibility to this fellow's narrative at this point.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yes. Honestly, I agree with logic. Adolfo or Adolfa, whatever his name is, he is straight up trolling this guy at this point.
Yeah, I said, yeah, we saw them when I was a little kid there. Yes, there were a whole bunch of them. There were like thousands of them. And we went out there, we killed them off in the cave. Don't ask any questions. I can't tell you where the cave is. That's a secret.
Well, we also had Mom NATO with the hand up.
Okay, another thing. Any paleontologist would give their children away in order to have bones. Not fossils, but actual bones from these killed tyrannosaurs.
Or a freshly killed body.
Or a freshly killed carcass.
And
Correct.
a whole population of pterosaurs flitting around in Mexico would seem a thing that would have more than one cave nest, and other people would have been noticing them like over the last many, many centuries. And naturalists, you know, back in Juarez's time would be saying, I had to swat away that pteranodon that kept on coming down on me.
This thing, and with as many cameras and satellites that are everywhere over the entire world, somebody would have captured images of these things in Mexico.
Well, and nobody's like taxidermied
seems to be pretty.
Yeah.
We don't have anybody mounting them on over their fireplace mantle or anything like that. So.
Oh yeah,
that would be a creepy thought.
What a great decorative art that would be.
Exactly.
And Mom NATO's not wrong. Like, there's a guy in Australia, I don't know how many people know this. He is trying to do a literal Jurassic Park. I'm the dumbass that if he succeeds, I am going just to be able to see dinosaurs in real life. I'm going.
Yeah.
He's trying to do what?
Just don't kill the electricity.
He is trying to do a literal Jurassic Park. He is trying to revive dinosaurs by reconstructing their DNA.
Not that that is an easy trick to do.
No.
It's not, but if he succeeds, I will be the first one through that gate.
Yep.
Not me. Not me. I am not going to risk dying.
Hey, I'm an idiot. I know that.
Well,
You'll get
I
some
think
good selfies right up to the time that you don't have selfies anymore.
Right.
I think before we move on with our video, we should get a quick puppy break. So let me go to my puppy break
You have a
screen
quick
here.
puppy?
No, but I do have one of these. This is from Morton Nielsen, and that was his puppy. And now this is his puppy now.
Oh my goodness.
And that's a 6-month difference.
Now, are you going to ask your puppy whether they've seen any pterosaurs in caves?
I don't think he will. Morton, what is her name again? I always seem to forget. I'm not sure why.
Don't know. Are you going to join us?
I can't remember her
Link is up
name.
on Twitter.
Let's see if Morton gets her name in the chat there so I can
Mhm.
I think it's
Aw.
Kaya, but I'm not sure. I always forget. Why do I always forget?
Now,
Yeah.
are there going to be
It is
any clown
Kaya.
pterodactyls tonight?
I was
Okay.
right. Woohoo. So yes, that is
There
that's
is-
Kaya. That's Morton's puppy, 6 months apart.
That's my puppy.
Hi, Shadow.
Let's all go to the
Yeah.
lobby. Let's
All
all
right.
go to the lobby.
There we
Now,
go.
mind you,
Oh, are we
Go to
selling?
the lobby.
get your head up here, huh?
All right. So
You wanna say
with that
hi?
fun little interruption of
go.
puppy cuteness, I think we should
There's
That was
puppy
a nice little
cuteness.
intermission.
unfortunately
Yeah.
get to our stupid again.
Mm.
All right, here we go.
Is NATO awake
To
now?
the
Yeah.
7-year-old
Join us,
daughter
maybe.
of our cleaning lady. I went into the kitchen and the work area in the kitchen that overlooked the dining area. I was making my coffee, and the lady came and looked over at the pages her daughter was flipping and said, "Oh, they see those in the village I'm from." I says, "You're kidding." I says, "You gotta take me out to your village."
Needed.
So my male secretary and I, with this lady and her children, we went out to the village, less than 3 hours drive from here. And I met different people that had seen the big bird.
Drink?
Sim-
Yes, Chris.
Oh, well, I might as well lower my hand now. I'm just wondering, did the cleaning lady see the
So who's this particular?
pterodactyl eating a chupacabra, maybe?
Hi, NATO.
Hi.
It's possible.
Could be why we don't see any chupacabras, too, I guess.
Wait. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, it's this dumb.
John Morris.
That's all.
Pendleton?
That was a.
It's, yeah, I just said it's this dumb. Yep.
What do you call it?
Hello, I'm John Morris. I'm chemist John Morris Pendleton, and I'm actually not a chemist.
Well, I
That's
say
what
we
he
go
said.
on. Move on.
Let's
Well-
move on.
We also have RJ with the hand up.
Yeah. So, what an amazing world this fellow lives in that he should manage to encounter easily two people who have direct personal connections to seeing pterosaurs in their local village and have apparently never communicated with anybody else about this in any context whatsoever.
Yeah.
Right. And not to mention, he doesn't mention the name of the village, only that it's about a local village about 3 hours away.
Yeah.
3 hours? I would not call that a fucking local village.
3-hour tour.
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. If you're in
3
Minnesota,
hours.
that's pretty local. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, yes, but, you know,
You live in Florida. That's local. I mean, geez, you travel 8 hours, you're still in the middle of the state. You know?
Yeah.
this is true,
No,
but
no,
that's
no.
not what I consider local.
Okay, guys,
Usually,
let's be
like-
fair. Local is a relative term.
Yeah.
Local is usually no farther than an hour away. Anything
Unless you're
2
talking
hours
about
or
Alpha
more is,
Centauri.
no. I'm not talking space local.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think we
What's
should
the joke,
move
Romeo?
on.
Yeah, we want to get to more of that science. I mean, so far it's just
Oh.
anecdotal.
Indeed.
Tornado is here.
Hello, Tornado.
Yay, NATO!
One.
Hi, NATO. I'm sorry.
Also, this is chemist John Morris Pendleton, isn't it?
It is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh God, I've
He
seen this
thinks
guy
that
on
he's-
Logic's channel.
He's making a plan
So have I,
to
yes.
capture a live pterodactyl.
Just
Just-
tell me,
just-
how does
just-
he plan on doing that?
He-
We haven't gotten to
gotten
that
that far
extraordinary
yet.
direction yet. He's setting up his evidential chain of the people that he happens to be bumping into. Heck, there's my maid. She's seen these things and has never mentioned them before.
Yeah.
My
Spoiler alert,
friend,
Kale's
my
not going to get to his
friend.
plan.
All right. Well, I think
Yeah.
we should continue on.
Let's get to the
so
science.
let's see what else
Not
he's
just
got
his
to say.
secretary, but his male secretary.
Yes.
As I give creation, that was the beginning of knowing that there are any at all in Mexico. Since I give creation talks all over Mexico, I met people that told me that they've seen them. Here's a map of Mexico with a number of indicated
Yes, tornado.
Yes, and I know people who have a bridge to sell me.
Yeah.
This
In the
suggests that
Sahara.
the pterosaurs have a fairly broad habitat there in Mexico. Amazing, they have not been noted by any naturalist in living memory or in historic times.
Yeah. Now, I have a question because I'm not familiar. Are there modern day birds that can slightly resemble some sort of
Yes.
pterosaur?
Yes.
Condors and others, large vultures, and not all of them are dark colored, and so there'd be a lot of ones. And also, drunken people can misidentify stuff.
Well, that's true.
Also, an albatross is well known for causing misidentifications. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, it's possible that somebody saw something that looked like one, but to think that it was an actual pterosaur is silly.
Requires la conclusion de jump.
Just wait, Sai.
It gets
I
better.
never knew there were that many political.
Oh, it gets better,
divisions in
yes.
Mexico.
I promise you.
Oh, better in a quotation mark sense, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, let me get that video back. Give me one sec. There we go. All right.
But we did learn something today. Some of the districts of Mexico, there was some actual information leaking into this report.
All right. Well, let's see what we got.
Places where there have been sightings. Here are some more specific testimonies. Adolfo saw this creature that he's pointing to in my book in a river up in the mountains. He
Which
had
is not
occasion to cross the
actually
river some
a
7
pterosaur.
times in 15 days. People from the village came.
Yes, tornado.
And do you know what I saw on my shores? Godzilla!
Saw a documentary about that recently.
Yeah, didn't
Yeah.
Blue Oyster Cult have a song about Godzilla?
Yeah. Go, go, Godzilla. There goes Tokyo.
Oh my gosh.
RJ, it's... Oh no!
Oh, what?
We got to go, 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 Godzilla!
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's Bambi meets Godzilla. That's a different one.
Oh yeah,
Love that short.
that's a classic one.
Oh dear. Anyway, I think we'll be moving on.
Sure.
Came out and saw it also. Eventually it began to corrode away and the river carried it off. This bus driver
Frank?
was coming down a winding.
Yes, tornado.
The correct answer, the correct term you're using, or the term you're using for that is not the correct term for that. When something is washed away by rivers, it's not corrode, it's erode. The fact that you don't know the difference between those two words makes me doubt your veracity as a
Well,
fucking
now maybe this was your classic iron pterosaur that rusted away. Then it would be corrosion, like an old bumper on a 48 Ford.
You never know. It could have been.
Yeah.
Kitty butt.
Oh, kitty.
Kitty butt. Yep.
All right.
There's the kitty butt.
Well,
We're-
that one got
I would
very
like to compliment the various people in these pictures that show their skill at pointing.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
They're doing
This
real
is
good.
professional level pointing.
All right. Well, let us continue on.
road in the southwestern part of my state here. It was about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. He had his 19-year-old son
That would be a
and
small
about a
scale
dozen
ramp for a kid.
adult passengers, and they saw this creature gliding some 20, 40 yards from the bus.
Which is not
Just
close.
David,
Drink,
was
drink,
house
drink,
sitting
drink, drink.
Yes, RJ.
Okay. 20 or more yards, that's 60 feet. A critter those critters are actually quite small, about the size of a crow. Just exactly how much data and detail are they seeing from like a bus driving by? Did they have like 2 or 3 seconds to be able to see something? And they go, oh, there's a pterosaur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're beginning to construct a set of doubt that this is under controlled, detailed, scientifically reproducible circumstances.
Well,
Yeah.
of course, we all know he's lying through his teeth.
Well, no, he could believe everything he says.
I
He's
don't
an
think he's
idiot.
lying. I
Sure, he
honestly don't.
does.
I'm charitable. I'm willing to credit him being just an idiot.
Yeah.
Well,
So
yes,
far, I don't
he's
think
an
he's an
extremely
actual chemist.
big
No.
idiot.
Yeah, he's a chemist. He can't be an idiot. Those are.
Oh.
I stand corrected.
There you go. There you go, kitty.
Oh
Kitty
dear.
butt. Hi, kitty
And
butt.
then again, I think Dr. Crippen that murdered his wife. Wasn't he a chemist?
Come here.
That I don't know.
Yeah, that goes way back, 1910. It's a little before your time.
Oh,
Kitty
you're a
tail.
crazy cat. You're a crazy cat.
All right. Well, with that, let us continue on then, shall we?
Yeah. More pointing. Got some good pointers here.
Friends that had gone to the United States. About sunset, two teenagers come running up the street hollering about this big bird. David looked up and
might
saw
have been a
it
big
and
bird.
wasn't impressed at first until it flew overhead and he saw just how big it was
Kept wanting
and
to
ran
get to Sesame
inside.
Street.
For Andres, it was harvest time and he was working in his field.
Great.
Went out at 3
Yes, Mom NATO.
Okay, I've noticed a inconsistency in his story.
Only
He's
one?
talking. Oh well, one that he's like these kids went to the United States, and all of a sudden he goes from these people being in the United States to two kids running down the street screaming about a bird. But yet earlier he was in the center of Mexico. If you're in the center of Mexico, you're nowhere near close to the United States.
There are actually stories about this that exist in Texas
Uh-huh.
that I'm aware of. So that might be what he's talking about. But
I don't know.
Bullshit!
Yes, exactly.
bullshit that there are stories, or bullshit that it's a thing.
Bullshit that it even exists.
Yeah.
That these things are even real. They're just birds.
Smoke out his ass.
Yeah, that he's saying exist as that are pterodactyls. They're not really pterodactyls. They're birds.
Yeah, I'll agree. I was just pointing out that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was just pointing out that this story also exists in Texas. That's all.
Yeah. Moving on.
Yeah. RJ had his hand up.
Yeah, you see, Mom NATO hit upon a very relevant point. It's the data selection thing.
Yeah.
The guy did not put a collection of ornithology books and a pterosaur book. Instead, he thrusts his pterosaur book at them and I said, can you identify anything here? So somebody that's seen a thing that has wings in the air will find something in the book that looks kind of like what they saw, more so than another thing in there. Would they have also done that if he had given them a book of birds to look at?
RJ, just wait. Trust me.
Oh
my God.
RJ, forgive me if I'm assuming too much here, but what I'm hearing you say is that John Morris Pendleton says, can you identify this, as he thrusts his book upon them, and then he takes what the people point to and see, yeah, this looks similar to what I saw. And then he says, see, they saw a pterosaur.
Yes.
Is that straw manning or quote mining?
Yes.
Yeah. A little bit.
He's
So much dumber.
It's much more. Okay, let's move on.
All right. Here we go.
Considering Sparrow's about to have a spastic heart attack up there.
Yeah.
8 o'clock in the morning because there was a full moon, pleasant weather, and he's organizing his bean vines together for the process of harvesting them. And he thought on 2 different occasions that a shadow went past him. He said, no, that was just me. Then finally he happened to turn and look, and this thing was flying right at him. He didn't have any slingshot or machete, and he actually had no weapon. And so he just hollered at it, threw the pea vines at it and everything. like in this picture here that I'm showing you. And
Recreation.
eventually the thing left them alone.
Yes, Tornado?
I call bullshit.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I think that's an easy one to
Oh,
call
it's
bullshit
horseshit.
on.
Not just bullshit. I call Tauros shit, and that's not even a real creature. That's a Pokemon.
Yeah, pretty much.
Seriously, the level of bullshit that this man just spewed could fill fucking reservoirs in California.
Not bullshit, Minotaur shit.
Yeah. Well, we also have Mom NATO with the hand up.
Seriously, this guy is supposedly out harvesting in the middle of the night, or getting ready to harvest in the middle of the night, has no machete, no weapon of any kind. I definitely call bullshit, because
What is he harvesting?
some sort of beans, I think is what he said. But the point
Cactus?
is, I don't know. The point is that anybody who is harvesting carries something to protect themselves, because when you're harvesting shit, you're going through a field, you've got snakes, you've got spiders, you've got rats, you've got native flora and fauna that will and can attack you. Can and will, I should say. But if you're in Mexico, there's a lot of poisonous snakes there. There's no way you'd be wandering around in the middle of the night with a full moon out without a weapon.
I don't even do that in LA.
And full moon, you got your werewolves out too.
That too. Yes. But the point is it's inconceivable, it's illogical that somebody who is a farmer doesn't have a machete or a knife on them. Mm-hmm. Because anybody who's running any sort of farming operation always has a knife on them, at least, because things invariably break down. You can use rope to fix things. You cut fabric. You need a knife in case something gets caught and you start getting pulled into machinery. You have to be able to cut.
Well, we also have RJ with the hand up.
Now, I just want to remind everyone, on the bright side, we are continuing to have a long, consistent pattern of very professional pointing in the pictures.
Yeah.
This is very true.
His little pinky finger is a little off there.
Yeah. Oh, dear. All right, well, I think we should move on.
Well, just out of curiosity, real
Yes.
quick, he hasn't even gotten to a plan of how he's going to capture one of these live ones. All he's done is try to convince us that people have seen it.
Yeah.
And we've not seen any photos.
I promise you he's not going to get to the plan.
Well, I can also tell you that we're not halfway through yet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lordy.
He's got plenty of time to get to the science.
Exactly.
Nato, put your hand down.
All right, well, let's continue on.
He identified in the book what he felt that he had seen. Also, a couple of years ago, it was a time of a lot of rain in May, June, and July, and some other people said that they saw the big bird in a tree and that it jumped out of the tree into the ground, and then it flew off. And they figured if that thing jumped out of the tree with all this rain, the ground would be soft, and they were able to make these different impressions of the footprints there in the ground. I'll put up some slides that...
Yes, Tornado?
That's not an impression. That is I think that's a cast.
Yeah, that's a casting.
That's a cast. That's not an impression.
Good little toenails, too.
Yeah, and any type of bird that is big could have made that impression. Doesn't have to mean it's a pteranodon.
Or they could just straight up be faked.
Yeah.
Or they could be fake. Yes. I hadn't gotten that far yet, Sparrow.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The fact that...
The effects artist, that's what I do. Sorry.
Well, you know, the next thing you're going to try to tell me is the Ica stones are fake, too.
But Another thing I'm noticing is that the impression that this cast has got, it's showing from a top-down view, they're showing it. If you're making a cast, you're not going to have that. You're going to have an impression that is like this, because you're getting from the bottom up.
Yeah, it's weight distribution changes what the impression would be. Yeah.
Right, and this one on the right that they're showing, you notice how it's concave. It's not flat. It's if that's a foot, that bird has some serious damage to its foot.
Right.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think we can pretty much guarantee that anything that comes out of his mouth is a bunch of bullshit.
It's Minotaur shit, according to my City of Villains character, Flora the Gladiator.
All right. Well, we'll have another cute interruption here so that we don't go batshit crazy. I figured we should have a kitty interruption this time.
Aww.
Those are my babies. It's my Claire and my Willie. I just figured everybody could use a quick kitty interruption.
Is one of them missing an eye?
Yeah, that's Willie. He's one-eyed Willie.
Oh.
That's the pirate cat.
That is so bad.
So much.
That is so bad.
He's the best boy. He's so cute. Him and his little one eye. He's a cute boy. But Claire is so cute. She's got such a
perception.
Oh yes, big time. He goes to jump up on things all the time, and he's miles off.
So I guess
my
it's
smudge.
They're the cutest little babies.
Hold on. I want to say this.
Mm-hmm.
He's a one-eyed, four-pod, fuzzy, purple people eater.
People eater.
Something like that.
He's a one-eyed. Sorry.
One-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people eater.
Yeah, which I could never determine whether this was an organism that ate flying purple people, or whether there was a great deal of ambiguity in the systematics of that song.
Well, that's true.
There is, yeah.
All right.
We need to do a monograph
the
on
English
that.
language.
Yeah.
I think that needs to be our next video.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is an area of science that needs to be pinned down, and at that, our level of science will be way ahead of this video.
Well, we also have one more
But
quick.
then was he
Go ahead,
he released by the man from Mars, who now eats guitars?
Oh, jeez.
RJ, I could
Raptor.
videotape myself peeing on a wall and it would be miles ahead of the science of this video.
That's true.
There
That's
we-
true.
I started talking over our hostess. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I just had one more image from Morten Nielsen there, who gives us no lack of entertainment for the evening. This is from him. He says, look, I can point too. Do you think I can be in a Pendleton video?
Oh, sure, Morton.
I appreciate that, Morton. Thank you very much. I think we've got more
Pointing
science.
skills are the core of science.
Yeah, I think we've gotten more science from the last couple of images that we've had than actually from his video. So thank you again for that, Morton. We appreciate you.
Is that actually Morton?
Indeed.
Dude, nice framing. Good job.
Very good job.
Yes, he says, use it if you want, LOL. Would be fun. So he sent me that picture just a little bit ago. So with that, I think, unfortunately, we have to continue our video.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
We've stalled
I mean-
long enough.
Hold on.
I can still go out and take a picture of me peeing on the wall.
Before you do that,
Just saying.
Before you do that, I've got an image.
If worse comes to worse, and it probably will.
Well, I like the
Tanya's
fact
trying
that
to say
we're
something.
I like the fact that we're 6 minutes into this and we have 14
Here-
drink calls.
Here's a man pointing to a spinning basketball.
Yeah, that's not quite pointing, but sure.
Alright, let's
You're gesturing
get
now?
on with the bullshit.
Yeah, it's not loading up for me, but let's play the video here and see what we got.
We'll give you some better view of both the actual prints plus also the backside of the prints. Now, if these are for real or not, I don't know. But there are just a number of things that have been just collecting here together of sightings in this area.
Yes, Mom NATO?
Okay, he's showing a cast on one side that is completely dirt brown, right? And the side that is completely white as plaster of Paris. The thing is that when you create a cast of something, generally you can clean off the dirt and clean up the cast so that it looks, so you can actually see what it is. That clearly says that those casts are not real because they didn't care to clean them up.
You mean John Morris Pendleton is lying? Oh
No!
Who would
Say it isn't
thought?
so!
Not saying it so, Sam. And I think
Tubi
Chris and Tornado have their hands up too.
Yeah. Tubi in the live chat says, "You're showing your one-eyed Willie? You're gonna get yanked off of YouTube." Yeah. And then we had Chris with the hand up.
Yeah, I was just thinking with the cast there, those were awfully deep impressions. I mean that bird must have weighed a lot. And in which case, how did it fly?
Yeah. I don't think we expect much logic and reasoning from him, Chris.
Well, I was trying to satisfy RJ's thirst for science. So.
You know what it could have been? Big bird.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I think someone said
wild?
that he was trying to find Sesame Street. So.
Big bird.
A wild turkey. Turkeys are huge.
So I don't know if you saw
After the
Seen one up
Snuffleupagus.
Yes, Sparrow?
No,
I don't know if you saw. Just check the chat real fast, and trust me, it's gonna come up.
All right, I will. Thank you very much. In the meantime, let us move on.
The most amazing sighting is the next one. One day we were going out to the village with the cleaning lady and my male secretary, and my wife and I were going that day. And the cleaning lady says, "Do you mind if my sister-in-law comes along?" "Oh, fine, come on." So we're driving out there. Almost jokingly, I say to this sister-in-law, I said, "So what do you know about the big bird?" She says, "It almost carried me off about a year or so ago." I said, "You're kidding." She says,
Shit!
So he's got 6 people
Yeah.
in his vehicle.
Yeah.
Okay. And now one of them is talking about how the big old bird, I wonder if it's yellow, almost carried her off last year. Okay.
Yeah. There's just
What
a
an
whole...
interesting group of people he associates with.
Right?
Yeah, really.
I need to make friends like he does.
Yeah, he just bumping into people a dime a dozen. My gosh, you're practically tripping over them. It's as if I were to go up to the local Walmart and, practically everyone I'm bumping into has seen a unicorn.
Exactly. Oh, dear.
I have to say that there's another layer of bullshit.
Yeah, when you see an alicorn, then let me know.
Yeah, this story just reeks of bullshit on so many levels, it's not even funny. Because there's no flying mammal big enough, or no flying bird in the world big enough to carry someone off like that.
Not true, actually. I actually saw a video of it happening 2 days ago. However...
In what country?
I honestly could not tell you.
It probably wasn't Mexico.
No, not Mexico. It was not Mexico.
Exactly! And that's exactly my point.
No, it's just... I saw a video of a bird pick up a small child.
Yeah.
But the thing had a like
eagles and others are capable of picking up small prey and
Yeah.
prey that's quite heavy relative to their body mass.
I'm
It's
talking
really
about
quite
a
amazing. But
full-grown
it
adult.
depends on how we need to have some data about the size of the maid and the various
Exactly.
people that he's bumping into. There's
I-
a certain amount of documentation needed here.
Yeah, I've seen it happen, and I triple checked the video for like visual effects bullshit. It is, as far as I can tell, real.
All right. Well, I think we have to continue on then. So let's see what else he says.
No. She said, well, what happened? She says, well, I was visiting my parents and I got up early in the morning for personal necessities and came out of the room and unfastened the barbed wire fence of just 3 barbed wires and relieved herself. And then when she was coming back with her back to the east, she's fastening the wires, all of a sudden, whoosh, this giant shadow went right fast underneath her. The next thing, back to her left here in this picture, these spindly pine trees, this thing was flying right at her. Since she was already kind of crouched down, she crouched down some more and avoided being grabbed. The creature went flying into the neighboring empty lot. She went running into the house. Since she got a really good look at this thing, I said, well, what did it look like? She said, it looked like the cover of your book. In a video...
Yes, Tornado.
Citation needed, pics, or it didn't happen. On top of that, there are no birds large enough to do that in Mexico. So, either this woman is dreaming, she's deluded, or she's lying.
Yeah, I mean, or he's lying about the whole thing in general.
Yeah, and quite frankly, I wouldn't... John, let me put it this way. What you're describing to me sounds a lot like, hello, I'm chemist John Morris Pendleton, and I have a bridge to sell you.
Yeah.
He's making stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, cute moment.
Very cute.
My stuffed manatee. Its sweatshirt says it says birds underwater. Woo! I wonder if they could carry somebody off.
Sirenian
And-
song.
Unicorns. You were talking unicorns. There you go.
Well, they're real then.
Yes.
You got a model of one.
Glump. I am finding so many things that stuffed animals watch.
Cajun Crustacean says she saw a Rathalos. It's a big flying monster in Monster Hunter video games. Yeah, I think that sounds about right.
Or the Monster Hunter video.
Yeah.
Movie.
As long as it doesn't come appear in my refrigerator and called Zool.
Oh, motherfucker!
We also had RJ with the hand up. So
Yeah,
we'll go over to
you
RJ.
gotta think of this from the point of view of the person telling the story. You know, 5 minutes before they show up, they go, "Hey, John's coming to town. Tell him about the pterosaurs that you see. Point to them in the picture book. He'll take you on rides. He'll take pictures of you. He'll really eat it all up."
The sweatshirt comes off.
Very cute.
You know what I should do? I should, do something. I should head down to where John Morris Pendleton is right now. See, I've got a funny story, and then show him a picture of Rodin and say, that's what I saw in the sky, except I don't have any pictures, I don't have any videos. Are you still going to believe me? And when he
Well,
says,
why
I'm
shouldn't
going to say, well then, sir, I have a bridge to sell you.
I wonder if he's related to our old landlord.
Probably not.
I mean, they're just as crazy.
All right.
Landlord Pendleton was a bit of a sleazebag. This guy is just a lying fuckstick.
Yeah.
That's Mr.
Yeah.
Lying Fuckstick. Let's keep it
Exactly.
polite.
I don't know if he's lying. I won't throw that out there, but yeah.
Well,
He might just be a fucking idiot.
let's continue on and see.
interview that I did with
Hi,
my
idiot.
mail secretary, I then asked her, I said,
Seems
well, how
really
big was it?
concerned about pointing
And
that
she's
out. It's a
put out
male
her arms, as you
secretary.
see
Yeah.
here. But I put out my arms. I said, well, this is almost 6 feet. She says, no, it was 3 to 5 feet bigger. This is amazing. This was real evidence.
Okay,
And not only that,
Wait, that was real evidence? So,
Yeah.
this woman saying that this is what she saw, that was real evidence?
That's real evidence.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mom
Okay.
NATO?
So this thing was supposedly between 8 and 10 feet.
Yeah.
Just its body. Okay. So why are the trees not damaged?
That's a good question.
Uh-huh. If it was diving for her and she tried to take cover under those trees, something that big would have just plowed through that spindly little
Well,
set of
those trees are gopher wood. That's what they made the ark out of.
Right. That thing, those trees are so damn spindly, it would have gone right through it if it was 8 to 10 feet or bigger.
Hey,
You know-
RJ.
Oh, wow.
When I need gopher wood, I just go to Home Depot. I go for
You're
wood at
cute.
Home Depot.
You go for wood.
Oh,
Now listen
God.
here, lady. If you're gonna stomp on my stupid pun turf here,
Hey, sometimes I have some good ones,
we're-
okay?
RJ,
we're
you should probably
talking-
check out the Zoom chat too.
If we're talking gopher wood, how many cubits was the wingspan?
Yeah.
yeah.
Good question.
All right.
Where are
Well,
we on the journalism scale?
Oh, that's a really interesting one. It for sheer audacity, we're running at least 1.8.
Okay.
all right. Well, I think we should.
Let me know when.
Yeah,
we
if
see
Wing
the
is not
maps.
aware of that, Jaren is the flat earther, and
Oh,
Brother
I'm aware.
Jaren is the international standard for effing head up your ass stupid.
Yeah.
Dude, I have been watching this show for
Too long?
almost 4 years now.
Oh, okay, good. It was just for the youngins out in the audience, you know.
To
we
be
need to
fair,
keep them
though,
up to speed.
To be fair, though, Sparrow, anybody who watches this show for more than one episode, it's too long.
Yeah, that's fair. I might be suffering from severe brain damage.
Yeah.
Seek medical help
Brain
immediately.
damage!
Which is why it's a drinking game, so that everybody is properly medicated.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Brain damage.
Yeah,
Brain
it's
damage.
like it's like Donkey Dong dollars.
Get it right. Drain
I said brain
damage.
damage. That's what I ended up on.
No, you said drain damage.
I still think you need to work on that Donkey Dong video. That one is a moneymaker.
Yeah, that's Morton's new.
Anyway.
That's Morton's new name when he gets tired of his current one.
Donkey Dong.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we should continue on.
I am Morton Donkey Dong.
Yep.
Perfect.
but her father, her mother, and her brother at different times near their house saw this creature over time. But coming up to the present dates, some of the most impressive cases of repeated sightings have been in the last few years near the village. It happens during irrigation time. There are central wells that service numbers of fields. Once a
Nobody
week,
has a cell
you get
phone.
water for 24 hours to water your fields. The water is gotten from the canal near your
The reason
field
why
by a
you drink water
siphoning
in
method.
Mexico.
Okay, is it a well?
They need some 10
or
different
canal?
men to work with you to get this done. Once a row is full of water, you have to move the PVC siphoning device to the next place. And they have to work 24 hours, and so they're working oftentimes through the whole night. But there have been so many sightings of this big bird, it is so big, that there's some
That no
men
one
that
is-
will no longer work in certain areas.
And
They
no
won't even
one's
work
taking
at
a
all
picture of it.
because of the fear of these big
Ever.
birds.
Ever.
Now,
Right,
my
you
plan
can
is
take
the
pictures.
following, is to,
So I want to know. I have to call Drink myself just because I have to know. He mentions this big bird so many times. Does he also believe in like vampires? Because I know the Count is friends with Big Bird.
Absolutely,
so,
yeah.
I'm just curious.
Vampires exist, obviously, duh.
You know, I'm just wondering.
And remember, he's only appearing at night.
Yeah. So I'm just curious how many other creatures associated with Big Bird he's believes are real.
Well, I believe there's one named Kremet.
The Cookie Monster.
And when are we going to get a proper investigation of that rocket-propelled turtle that appears in the Japanese movies as well? I mean, you know, yeah.
You're going to have to get more specific on the turtle thing.
It's Gamera.
Gamera.
There were two.
Right, but another thing,
more than one. Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, whole systematics there. There we go.
Another thing, all of those pictures are ages and ages old. You can tell by the quality of them. Not a single one of them is recent. Based on current camera technology, you know, we have better definition, better quality of the image. So, you know, all of those pictures.
And not one of these yokels apparently contacted anybody. They just sat on this extraordinary knowledge until this idiot bumps into them.
Right, because they're not thinking about how much money these creatures would be worth at all in a poor village that could really use the money to improve the irrigation.
Yeah, just think of
so
the
they don't have to work
pterosaur smugglers.
24 hours to fill the irrigation channels.
Well, think how many people they could feed with the eggs. I mean,
yeah, really. Yeah. Why would you?
Yeah, they got a whole hutch there.
I mean.
Anyway, I think we should move on.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to get around to his grand plan as to how he's planning on snaring these apparently ubiquitous and easily observed creatures.
Well, let's not ruin it for anybody, RJ. All right, here we go.
Make a simple thing. Here's a picture of what the field is like.
Let's use his land.
Andres has some property that's his that he's going to let us
in the wrong
use.
Spot.
The idea is to make an
sure that was just a
area
Hobby.
that's 33 feet wide by 66 feet long. The little red circles in this display are the places where we'll dig holes about 18 inches wide and deep, fill it with a mix of concrete and gravel, and we'll put pieces of rebar through the 10 feet high steel pipes, which will serve as posts for holding up the fence. The rebar is to keep the post from coming out of the ground. You see there's 6 different locations where there'll be cameras.
Let it go, Tornado. Trust me.
Yeah, just let this run. We're on a roll here.
Yeah, we're getting some serious science.
I was going to call Drake, just I want him to finish.
These cameras are with an infrared flash, and they have Wi-Fi connection to my cell phone and to my computer. For bait, we will have 2 lambs, 2 goats, 2 pigs, and lots of fish skin and guts. A 5-gallon bucket of pig blood and eucalyptus oil with leaves. Once the big bird comes, we will shoot it with a CO2 rifle.
Okay, now call for Tornado.
All right, well, let's head over to Tornado first and see how the drink goes.
Go, dude.
A CO2 powered rifle.
Yep.
A CO2 powered rifle to hunt a dinosaur.
Yep.
Pterodactyl.
No,
dinosaur.
Just no. With that kind of armor, you need something a little more substantial than I don't know, a CO2 powered air
pellet gun.
Yeah.
No, what you need is a 950 JDJ.
No, what I'm saying is they're trying to shoot this dinosaur with a pellet gun.
Yeah, pretty much.
if it was real, it would just simply piss that thing off. It would take off, and it would come rip your fucking face off, stupid. And then it would carry you off to feed its chickies.
We also had RJ with the hand up.
Yeah, I'm getting this sudden Ray Harryhausen moment here, where we have this whole scene in Dynamation, and there's Q Gulager and the crowd of cowboys, and they've got the cameras setting up, and then suddenly the Ray Harryhausen pterodactyl comes in, and Bernard Herrmann's music is going, and the thing is flips up and down, and they find...
Oh my goodness. Just... Oh, jeez.
Dice strike.
Oh, dear.
Yes, Tornado.
If you'll notice what I just sent you, that is the 950 JDJ. It's also known as Fat Mac. That is the kind of gun you need to have a chance at hurting this thing.
Well, we do have Cernian in the live chat who says they do exist, pre-charged pneumatic 50 cal rifles that take down big game. So that I'm not familiar with personally,
we'll
but it's possible.
The guns exist. That's not a problem.
It's possible. And he also says...
It's the pterosaur part that he has a problem.
We had Cernian in the chat who says PETA would have a shitfest over this. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
You'd think that, like, the thing he's describing is like they're putting out the absolutely perfect bait for a pterosaur, in which case... Like, can't you photograph it with video and all of that and have witnesses to see this? I mean, this way, something that would be really amazing. And then hit it with a transponder so that you can track it back to its nest, where there would presumably have to be more than one of these things, unless we're talking an extremely geriatric pterosaur.
And let's not forget that not only would PETA have a shit fit about this, but all the paleontologists in the whole world would be going, oh my God, you killed a pteranodon!
You killed Kenny!
Yeah.
Oh,
You bastard!
Is it female? Is it male? What about its babies?
Yeah.
Where did it come from? Where is it living? What? How wide is its what's the word I'm looking for? Territory.
And then Dino Botful says the Quetzal would still eat him if he tried that. Yeah.
Yes, the Quetzal would definitely eat him.
That I agree. And Sparrow, you had your hand up.
What was the rip-off ones? Sorry, Sparrow.
No, I cut you off enough. You do what you're doing.
I just couldn't remember what the rip-off of the Dinobots was. It was some
Beast Wars, I think.
I don't remember.
Or Mr.
I could be
Pendleton is indeed
like
a young
GoBots
Earth creationist.
I believe
anyway,
so. But Sparrow had his hand up there, so we'll go over to Sparrow.
Yeah. How does he know what bait to use? At fucking all?
How does he know it's the meat eater?
We put goats and sheep and whatever else, like
eucalyptus.
And fish. And guts.
Yeah, eucalyptus.
Because of his great surveys on the dining habits of pterosaurs, of course.
Eucalyptus oil and leaves.
Yeah, because as they all know, pterosaurs like to go to spas where they have eucalyptus leaves.
Yeah.
Even though those are like from another continent.
Another time period?
Yeah.
How do you even know that's the bait to use?
Don't discount the eucalyptus. I mean, if the koala bear wasn't high on the eucalyptus, they're pretty nasty.
Hey, Chris, don't talk to me about eucalyptus. I almost killed myself on eucalyptus. I love eucalyptus, but
well, you almost got caught in a trap then.
All right.
I have another problem with using eucalyptus.
What's that?
You just hate koalas.
Does anyone happen to know what one of the key factors, one of the key dangers of eucalyptus trees is?
It's
catch fire
incredibly
easily.
toxic.
its propensity to explode.
Oh, that too, yeah.
Well, I think we should move on.
Yeah.
I think we're so close to not finishing
close
this
to
video. All right.
Yeah, whatever it is, we're damn close to it now.
All right, here we go, guys.
Syringe-type dart with a tranquilizer drug. I also have a compressed air-powered net gun that will shoot over the animal for him to get entangled in. Thirdly, we will cover the downed animal with a used publicity tarp and then wrap him up with ratchet straps.
A used publicity tarp.
Can you imagine the impact in the world if we were to capture a live pterodactyl dinosaur? It would be for the glory of God.
Drink!
Or admissions to the carnival, at least.
Yeah. Yes, Tornado?
No. What you do is you do all the above, and then you ship that off to a paleontologist. You ship that sorry son of a bitch off to a paleontologist, and then you win your Nobel fucking prize.
Not to mention millions of dollars.
Biological prize for like 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you present your Nobel Prize for bringing in a live pterodactyl, then you can talk. Until then, you need to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Notice his assumption that somehow this is relevant to proving God.
Yeah, of
so
course.
you know, pterosaurs still exist. Ergo,
I still want to know how much, or how does he know how much tranquilizer to use? Because I mean, if he doesn't use enough, it's not going to be effective. If he uses too much, it could kill it.
Kill it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he looked up Smith's International Guide to Felling Extinct Beasts.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was in Blacklaw's dictionary.
I was going to say, I thought it was like my Heart's dictionary, but...
All right. Well, let's see if we can get to a little bit more of his video here. I'm sure he's going to get to his point sooner or later.
Listing of materials that we'll need. We have an estimate of some $5,584 for everything. I also have good news that we've already received our first $500 toward this. This is such a great opportunity.
Yes, Tornado.
What you're seeing is basically an advance fee fraud scam.
Yeah, pretty much.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
Give me money so I can do this thing, which I can't actually do. Watch as I take your money and run.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, at least you won't have to worry about, you know, we put the sheeps out there, and then we finally had to, you know, cut them up and roast them.
Yeah.
And along with the pigs and stuff, because we didn't get the animals today, and
we had a luau.
Please give us $5,000 more, and anyone want to buy some cheap tranquilizer darts?
Yeah.
Hey, John Morris Pendleton, remember that one commandment? Thou shalt not steal.
I'm actually glad you brought that one up, because I thought you were going for thou shalt not lie, and.
There's a whole bunch that he's breaking. I mean,
well, no, thou shalt not lie is not actually a commandment. It's thou shalt not bear false witness against your neighbor.
Yeah.
And
unless your neighbor's a pterosaur, you're pretty well covered.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Well, let us continue on then. Here we go.
Oh, damn it! We didn't stall enough.
Nope. No stalling.
Opportunity. I have been studying about this, getting reports since really 2007 in this area. Ooh. And I believe now is the time that we can make it happen. We're really prepared to do it right, and have this exciting capture of a living pterodactyl dinosaur. Be a part. Here you can write to me questions and comments to my email, and I'm looking for you to become a part to GoFundMe.
So,
Did he totally cut the part that... Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, I think so. So I think what's funny is he had this big plan. This was back in December of 2020, at least this video was, but we haven't seen the video of him capturing this thing since then.
Of course not.
I think there might have been some snags in his plan somewhere.
Like the pterosaur.
Sure.
Yeah, but that could reduce the prospect of it. That perhaps they underestimated the distance they were from the nest of pterosaurs. Perhaps they didn't realize that particular brand of sheep or pig is not exactly the most desirable. Or maybe they've been making a false assumption that they forgot that pterosaurs, by their nature, only attack credulous humans who work for him.
Yeah.
Something that really kind of caught my eye was he was going to hire 2 faithful workers for 30 days as watchmen for $1,500. So I'm just wondering how faithful they're going to be. And
is one of them named Tonto?
And what qualifies them as faithful?
Yeah.
Well,
dear.
yeah, maybe if they were like from the staff of Mar-a-Lago, that could be really faithful.
Right.
Okay, Sai, will you humor me for a minute here if this video is pretty much over, which I think it is, right?
Yeah.
The link I sent you in the Zoom chat, right?
Internal chat? Yeah.
Now, guys.
All right, bye, Tornado.
See you,
Bye, Tornado.
Hi, Tornado. Don't accept any wooden penguins.
You're going to miss Phuket.
Wait, what?
No.
Phuket video.
No, I don't think we'll be doing that.
Oh, we're not going to do another one?
No.
Phuket's short. It's only 4 minutes.
Oh, but that's 4 minutes human time. That's not 4 minutes video on here time.
And I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah, pretty much. But yes.
Anyway, sorry, Sparrow.
For anybody who wants to watch the full version of this, because obviously there is a bit that was cut.
Yeah.
Go to Logic's channel, because he's, first of all, a great fucking channel, and he should get more viewers. However, there was an entire section where he had people pointing out the dinosaurs that they were seeing, and I sent Sai in the Zoom chat a link to, or I told her to look up a particular lizard that, this is what was brought up in the original video, and
Lizard?
Yes, lizard. I'm not kidding.
Big lizard, I take it.
No, not even a big lizard.
A little one? Like this?
About 10 centimeters.
To this?
Wow, that is a terror lizard of enormous
Hey, Brooke's in the chat, by the way.
Hey, Brooke.
Hey, Brooke.
Hello, Brooke.
Hi. Yeah, if you watch Logic's video, that is one of the things that he was trying to capture, and it is literally a 10-centimeter lizard.
Uh-huh.
The dude does not know the difference between centimeters and meters outside of English.
Okay.
Yeah, this video was that stupid, and apparently he cut that.
Ooh. Yeah, so he was talking about a 10-centimeter thing that he turned into a 10-meter lizard?
Yeah, it was part of the video. I will not say it was the entire video, because I don't want to misrepresent him. But, yes.
Oh, boy.
Boy, I haven't heard a thing that dumb since Richard Milton, the English anti-evolutionist who couldn't really realize metric versus English and managed to hallucinate like a really long sauropod at one point.
Oh,
that he imagined was buried head first like a tent stake in the ground.
I don't know if people can tell, I fucking love dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And you do not want them taken in vain.
And this video that fucking John fuck the way put out.
Megan gave us something.
Yes, I'll get to that in just a sec.
Yay!
It's this video pissed me off to no end.
Yeah.
But we got some really nice pointing, though.
We did. You're right.
On the bright side, you know, for all of you pointer fetishists out there, that there was some heavy duty and entrancing potential hand gesturing pointing going on here. There weren't any living pterosaurs. There weren't any evidence that there was likely to have living pterosaurs, except from the maids.
Yeah.
And other than
that was solid evidence, don't forget.
Solid.
There was 100% some of this video cut, and Sai will attest, I was ready for it.
Yeah.
And
so they're also conducting this in the middle of a pandemic, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah, because why not?
I mean, we are still in the middle of the pandemic, so yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we did have Amiga Nuts for $10 do a super chat and says, because a pterosaur is a terrible thing to waste. Well, thank you very much, Amiga Nuts. I appreciate that.
Terrible with a PTER.
Yeah. Oh, dear. Well, yeah, that is the end of this video, and I think we are going to wrap it up here for the evening. We've been live for a little over an hour and a half at this point. Actually, closer to an hour 45.
Am I okay if I don't sit on tenterhooks waiting for the news bulletin that this guy has actually managed to successfully trap a living pterosaur?
I think you're fine with not being on there, RJ.
Oh, okay. I like to keep my stress level and my excitement anticipation level, next to a few other little things like the heavens opening up and gold cucumbers falling from the sky, other things, might happen.
I think you would be okay going out for a 45-year piss, and you'll be fine.
Okay.
Well, hey,
And
RJ.
here I thought you were going to say the skies would open up and a giant hand would come down and scoop up everybody.
This is specifically
You mean
for
Monty
RJ.
Python isn't real?
Monty Python's real? What are you talking about?
We got to go back and school RJ now.
Yeah. It's only a mobile.
Anyway, I'm wondering if this guy is on the team of Guatemalan scientists that were trying to copy the sheep. And they tried various methods like rolling it around in toner and putting it on paper.
Well, I did notice the sheep that they showed was stained blue.
This might be the guy that may be able to create the dreaded Croco-Stimpy.
Oh, that's true.
Croco-Stimpy?
Yes, the Croco-Stimpy from Ren and Stimpy.
Okay.
It is the dreaded Croco-Stimpy.
Croco-Stimpy.
Thank you, Sai, for inviting me. This was...
Of course.
You're always welcome.
It's always
Thanks
something.
for coming on.
I don't like being on the same night as Tornado, because both of us will be the constant drink.
Cool.
Well, we apologize also that there was inadvertent intrusion of science knowledge.
Yeah, there was.
And manatees and unicorns.
And manatees.
I
And a little pug.
No,
You guys don't need 2 tornadoes. That's all.
Do you think we could get the science alert out of mothballs?
I'm not sure. But I think...
don't know. Tornado found the other alert or whatever it was. Which one was it? Something.
Oh, bullshit.
I don't remember. Yeah, bullshit alert. That one.
All right. Well, with that, everybody, we are going to wrap it up here for the evening. So thank you again for coming. We appreciate you as always. And with that, say goodnight, panel.
Good night, panel.